What is going on? Still Sick FG, back in the place to be, slowly recovering from the sickness that shall not be named. Today we're taking a look at Burst Witch. Now Burst Witch is a PC port of a mobile game that, as far as I know, the mobile version of this game will not be coming global. So if you do want to play this game today, you will be playing this one on PC Steam. But on the plus side, the Steam version does cost $7, but it also comes with no microtransactions, so do keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and jump on into gameplay. There are two different types of gameplay modes in this game: Eternal Night, which is going to be your main boss rush style gameplay mode, and Endless Corridors, which is kind of like a labyrinth style mode, which sounds good on paper, but it's actually really bad. It's pretty terrible, and that's coming from me, FG. You know I love labyrinth style modes. So if you don't like the game based on the Eternal Night gameplay mode, this game is probably not for you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. And right off the bat, dude, the soundtrack is stellar. Like, the soundtrack is so good in this game, and unexpectedly so. Like, I had no idea the soundtrack was going to sound like this when I saw screenshots of the game. But you can see bullet hell extravaganza, my friends. And right off the bat, you can kind of decide for yourself if this is going to be a game that you'd even be interested in at all. This is the first boss of the game, by the way. This is it. This is the lowest difficulty. So if this looks like something that you cannot manage, the game is only going to get harder from here. This boss in question is a dark element type. I'm using my light witch in order to do as much damage as possible. Every time you hear those little ding 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 noises, that means I'm taking damage. I'm trying my best to thread these needles though. You do have an ultimate, and that's my ultimate right here. The most disappointing part, I would say, is that your attacks feel like absolutely nothing. Like when you attack, and when you get attacked, like nothing really has a feeling of impact. It looks like most of the game's focus is on the soundtrack and just the crazy bullet hell segments, which is cool and all. But it would be nice to feel like your attacks are like doing something. Like not even, like barely any sound effects whatsoever, unfortunately. So down goes the first boss, and like I mentioned, this is kind of like a boss rush mode. You're just here trying to defeat as many bosses as you possibly can. You'll get to a point where, you know, eventually you're just not going to be able to proceed. You're going to die, and then you can use the currency that you accrued to make your witches even stronger and attempt to go even further. So, you know, think of games like Rogue Legacy or Hades or stuff like that, where every failed run, you can go back to the drawing board and make your witches that much more powerful. So you can already see this guy, different, oh my god, really? Different bullet hells, different soundtrack as well. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my witches here because I just took a lot of damage there for no good reason. Now, if my gameplay looks a little bit off, it's because I am diverting all of my gamer mode to my in real life immune system at the moment. Like I got no choice, dude. I can't keep my gamer mode activated and have my immune system going. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live. Oh no, I popped my ultimate way too soon. That is not good. Let me switch characters real quick. I need to build up an ultimate really fast. There's a part in this guy's attack that you really need an ultimate. I mean, you can do it with that one, but I prefer to do it the easier way. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Oh, I'm good. Like, if you have an ultimate, you can just bust through these things. Ah, man. I was doing actually pretty decent there. Thread the needle, thread the needle. And once again, I'm sure you guys can tell if this is, I'm out of energy on you. Let's switch again. If this is going to be a game that you'd be interested in just based off of the gameplay alone, right? Taking damage for no good reason. Down goes boss 2, on to boss 3. And I got all my witches still alive, so I'm in pretty good shape here. Once again, unique soundtrack and unique bullet hell segments as well. Okay. I must have some like leftover gamer mode residue, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still on it. Oh, hold on. Oh boy. Oh, not bad, not bad. See, ultimates right there can really kind of clear up some of these more like crazy bullet hell segments. I really like her design here with the snowflake. Now she's throwing, oh my god, dude, wow, okay. Less complimenting the bosses, FG, and actually winning. Dude, I don't know how to avoid those things. I think I just need to save my ultimate for that part instead. Yeah, I need to save my ultimate for that part. That was, I got completely demolished there. I lost all my witches in seconds. But that's okay. I need this to actually be a first impressions mini because your boy's lung capacity ain't what it used to be. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, all right. So there you go. Boss is down. That's gonna happen. Click continue, bringing us back over here to the training module over here. And this is where you can say, all right, so who do I need to have a little bit more powerful, right? So maybe I say, I want to power up my Sharon, or maybe I'm like, you know what, maybe Sharon isn't the right person to take with me. So maybe I'll do that and bring in Sigrid instead, and then I'll go over here and say, okay, with Sigrid, I'm gonna give her a little bit more HP, also increase some of her attacks here as well. Maybe I want to make Anna a little bit stronger as well. So you kind of get the idea, right? Go as far as you possibly can. Even if you fail, it's not the end of the world, because as you fail, you get stronger and stronger and stronger. Then you can go back and fight those bosses and be even stronger, right? And you know, the more you play these bosses, the more you're going to kind of recognize these patterns, and it's going to be, you know, slightly harder for you to lose, right? But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I'm gonna check out on this one a little bit earlier here, but here is Sigrid, just another waifu for you guys to see. And she throws roses at you, Caroline. Now, the only other gameplay mode in this game is called Endless Corridors, and on paper, this should be the very best part of the game, right? So basically what you're doing here is you defeat enemies. These enemies drop currency. You can then use that currency to buy special power-ups for your weapon. Now, in a bullet hell, that should be like the coolest thing ever, right? Being able to power up your weapon. So check this out. This one right over here is gonna give me a magic cone penetrating effect. You love that. And this one is gonna give me some magic bombs. Okay, we'll take both of those. Now look, now I got these rose bombs and I got this really interesting like frontward facing attack here. Like this is cool, right? But the problem is that the only thing you fight are these things. Like, I'm not sure who thought this was a good idea, but all you fight are these things. And unfortunately, fighting these things just make the weakness of the overall game even more prominent, because once again, there's really no good feeling of impact when it comes to attacking enemies in this game. So even though you're getting these really cool special attacks, like what is this, an electric spear? I'll take an electric spear. How about some fire magic bombs? I'll take those. So even though you're getting these really cool attacks, fighting these enemies feels like nothing, dude. Like listen to this. Like, it's not fun. Like, this should have been the best part of the game here. Just getting really overpowered weapons and just plowing through enemies. But the enemy variety in this gameplay mode is just non-existent here, unfortunately. Like, not in a good way here. I built up enough currency to open up another slot here, so now I have an additional slot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I can have 10 additional special power-ups added to my weapon here. Once again, this should be awesome, right? What else do we want to go here? Let's go for a Holy Pillar of Light. And even with all these special attacks here, it just like, it's nothing. It's non-existent here. So there you go, my friends. A nice little look at Burst Witch. Hard to recommend this game even for only $7. Like, you could just do so much better, I feel like. But hey, at least we didn't get bamboozled with the mobile version with microtransactions. Like, you could just play this game and be like, nah, dude, I'm good. I'm good. All right, guys, I am out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.